Hello, students. Hopefully you've read this section 1.3 measurement. You've got a page of notes. Take out that page. It should be page 6 in your notebook. And I'm going to talk through some of the things that I hope you'd learned. Here's some vocab. Hopefully you have these vocab listed in your notes somewhere. I always like to make sure I have that. And I'm going to talk through a little bit of the reading here. So scientific notation, we practiced this before. So the number in front is between 1 and 10, and then times 10 to the, and there's a power of 10 there as well. Big and small numbers easier to work with. That should be reviewed for you in middle school. Here we practice multiplying and dividing. Notice how for multiplying, they take the numbers in front, multiply them together to get 15. 3 times 5 is 15. And then 8 and 2, these exponents on top, they add to get 10. And so now notice this number 15 is not between 1 and 10, so they had to move the decimal one time. Of course, that changed the exponents. Let's look at dividing. We did this as well. You divide the numbers in front and then subtract the exponents. So they did that to get 0.5. Notice how they took 11 minus 8. That gives them 3. And then once again, this number in front, 0.50, is not between 1 and 10, so they had to move the decimal 1 to the right, and that changes the exponent there. All right, so SI, we use the word metric, but SI is the same idea. Here we got base units. Think about meters, grams, liters. I like to use grams. There's no prefix there, and so that's why you can see this has been changed here. Here's the symbols as well. And there's some derived units as well. We're most of this week just going to be working with this, although we will do some density. So grams per milliliter is a way to abbreviate that. Prefixes, here are some prefixes. You should have had that line, that number line we used to do conversions here. The nice thing is each one of these has a number meaning. All right, here's some practice. Milliseconds. Milli means 1,000th, so they divide by 1,000. Kilometers. Kilo means 1,000, so there's conversion there. We use the decimal slide method. Here, this conversion factor method we'll use next week. We're not going to cover that this week, but we'll do it next week. Precision and accuracy. A lot of times these things people use these words interchangeably. There are different things in science. Precision is the exactness. So how close are you to what you should be? Or so how many numbers after the decimal is precision? So they're showing this clock. These two clocks are going to give you varying amounts of precision. That's different than accuracy. Accuracy is it the right time? Is it measuring the right number, what it should be? When we do calculations with measurements, we have to be careful how we round, and they show that here. Notice how they got all these numbers. We can't keep all these. We've got to round them off. So how do we decide how to round? Well, we look at the measurements used in the calculation. Here, there's the mass. They got 4 numbers here, 4 figures. They've got 3 in the volume, so they have to round it to 3. And so that's why here's the right answer rounded to 3 significant figures. All right, so I just wanted to talk through that. Hopefully that was helpful.